Hades, the silent ruler of the underworld and guardian of souls. Hades, known as the god of the underworld in Greek mythology, is one of the most enigmatic and powerful deities in the ancient pantheon. He is the brother of Zeus, the ruler of the heavens, and Poseidon, the god of the seas. Together, the three brothers overthrew their father, Cronus, and divided the world among themselves, with Hades inheriting the dark realm of the underworld, where he would govern over the souls of the dead. Born to the titans Cronus and Rhea, Hades was swallowed by his father at birth, along with his other siblings, due to a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him. Eventually, Zeus, the youngest sibling, escaped this fate and later forced Cronus to release his brothers and sisters. After their victory over Cronus, the three brothers drew lots to divide the universe. Zeus took the sky, Poseidon claimed the seas, and Hades received the underworld, the unseen realm of the dead. Despite his essential role, Hades was often depicted as a somber and reserved figure, ruling a realm that the living feared and seldom spoke of. Powers and abilities. As the ruler of the underworld, Hades possesses immense powers. He commands the souls of the dead and has control over the entire realm of the afterlife. He wields a powerful weapon, the Helm of Darkness or Cap of Invisibility, which grants him the power to become invisible and move undetected. This helm was a crucial asset during the Titanomachy, the Great War against the Titans, where Hades used it to help his brothers overthrow Cronus. Hades also has the ability to control and summon the spirits of the dead and is known to be able to restrict the movement of souls, ensuring they cannot leave his realm without his consent. His domain includes various mythical rivers, such as the Styx, the River of Unbreakable Oaths, and the Lethe, the River of Forgetfulness. Each river carries profound powers, particularly over the souls who traverse them, allowing Hades to manipulate memory, fate, and passage. Characteristics and uniqueness. One of Hades' defining traits is his impartial nature. Unlike gods who can be capricious and easily swayed, Hades is often depicted as fair, though stern in his judgment of souls. He doesn't interfere with the living as much as other gods do and rarely leaves the underworld, making him a more distant figure to mortals. His strictness and adherence to rules give him a reputation as a god who is not easily influenced by the whims of others, and he holds a deep respect for the balance between life and death. Despite his reputation, Hades is not evil. Rather, he maintains the natural order. He is devoted to his wife, Persephone, whom he famously abducted with Zeus's consent to make her the queen of the underworld. This event symbolizes the cycle of death and rebirth, as Persephone's seasonal return to Earth from the underworld marks the beginning of spring and her departure the onset of winter. Influence on the world and humanity. Hades' influence extends beyond death. He represents the inevitability and acceptance of mortality. Through him, the ancient Greeks understood the importance of living in harmony with the natural cycles of life and death. In his realm, he governs the fates of all, regardless of their status in life, underscoring the Greek belief in an unavoidable destiny. While Hades was not widely worshipped, he was deeply respected, as he controlled the destiny of souls after death. Mortals would make offerings to him, especially during funerals, in hopes of securing safe passage for their loved ones. His role as a god of wealth also connects him to the earth's riches, as many precious metals and stones are buried underground, another aspect of his dominion. In essence, Hades embodies both the fear and mystery of death, as well as the peace that comes from accepting it. His presence in Greek mythology served to remind mortals of the importance of balance, the inevitability of death, and the eternal journey of the soul, adding a profound layer to the ancient Greeks' understanding of life and the afterlife. Relationships with other gods and mortals. Hades maintained a unique position among the gods, keeping a distance from the affairs of both mortals and other Olympians. He rarely ascended to Mount Olympus, preferring instead the solitude of his own dark, vast kingdom. Despite his reserved nature, Hades was both respected and feared by the other gods, and they were cautious about interfering in his domain. His marriage to Persephone, daughter of Demeter, goddess of agriculture, is one of the most well-known relationships in Greek mythology and exemplifies his complexity as a deity. When Hades abducted Persephone to make her his queen, it led to one of the most poignant myths in Greek culture. Her mother, Demeter, was heartbroken and caused the earth to become barren in her grief, leading to a period of famine. To restore balance, Zeus intervened and brokered a compromise. Persephone would spend part of the year in the underworld with Hades and part on Earth with Demeter. This cycle of Persephone's descent and return symbolizes the seasonal change from winter to spring, embodying both death and rebirth. While Hades is often viewed as dark and unyielding, his relationship with Persephone shows his desire for companionship, even if he struggled to express it in a way that mortals or gods found acceptable.